What it do, what it is, what it be? Y'all tuning in to Everywhere Once TV. It's your boy JustKhi.
And it's your girl TJ.
What up? It's Tasty.
Still don't have nothing. Just Jay.
It's going too long now and I have nothing. We back with another one. Banger.
Back with another.
Y'all gotta give us a soliloquy because y'all have been MIA. So we need
people have been asking about y'all, like where they been? I didn't know the show. What they doing?
Mm-hmm. We here. We living.
We alive. We here.
We love here.
The Bermuda ain't get us this time.
What have y'all been up to though?
A lot of life changes has happened since the last time we've been on the show.
Please share.
Tell about one of the biggest life changes.
Would you like to share, Jay?
I didn't say I have a big life change.
Wow. Okay.
Don't be playing games on the pod. Don't play games on the pod.
So I guess only I had the life change. So of course, I don't know if we spoke about it last time, but we just recently moved. Shortly after we moved, I got engaged.
Yay!
If you like it and you set up, put a ring on it.
She's a fiance.
Yes, I am. We a fiance.
Big purr.
The big one, okay? Not the little one.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
That's huge.
That is the big news. Yes.
Congratulations, y'all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Major.
Yeah. Now, can you tell us like how he proposed though?
No.
You should put it.
Cannot. We cannot.
You should.
Is it a secret?
I'll wait until he releases it over to me, and then we'll jump into that. Cannot.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Lord.
Crying.
Okay. All right.
We'll talk about it.
But can you tell us about your okay?
Nope.
We'll talk about it off camera.
Okay.
We'll take it offline.
Nope.
Well, I will say that from what I saw, the scene was magnificent. It was a glorifying scene. I'm not going to give up too many details, but let's just say it was back home.
Can I ask you about your move?
No. Guess what? It's so bad.
You can ask us about the move.
Oh, sorry. I just heard her say words, and I think it's when I get it. I'm like, no.
Stop. Well, listen.
I'm sorry.
How was the move? Do you like the new place? Are you still in the 704? Like, give us some information. Let us know.
No, we definitely still in the 704.
Okay.
We definitely still in the 704. I love it.
Yay.
It gives me a peace of mind.
Yay.
It's just
Expensive.
it is expensive, but not more expensive than what we probably would have spent staying where we were.
You get what you pay for.
We're definitely getting what we pay
love
for.
It, so that says a lot.
It gives us a little more freedom, and it doesn't make me feel like I have to walk on eggshells with every move that I make.
Yeah.
So just a little more peace.
That's lit, man.
What would you like to say about the move?
No, they broke my TV.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd have been pissed about that.
Wait, what happened?
Broke my TV and
went ghost on us.
Yeah, went ghost on me. They're just gonna send the check in the mail. Asked for the address to send the check. Tell me it was coming. It should be here this week. Then just went ghost, not answering. Called the lawyer. Lawyer can't find him.
Damn.
So.
Nah, they can find him. They found Carly Russell.
It's the
Yo, she came back.
Yeah,
I know. It was a joke.
She knew better than what she was doing.
Speaking of Carly Russell, she got sentenced.
Yeah, she did.
Did
What,
she?
1 year probation? Or something like that. How long was it?
I thought it was.
No, it wasn't probation.
She got.
I don't think she's gonna spend time in jail. I think she gotta pay money. I think she gotta pay like $18,000, something like that. In restitution. I don't think she's doing no time, bro.
Not too bad. Not too shabby.
Yeah, ain't too bad.
She done got shared toilets with nobody.
Yeah. Damn, we did go off track. But yeah. I'm glad y'all
What's
been good,
going on with y'all?
I
see y'all looking like money, okay?
Not much.
Can we talk about that?
Can I have $1?
All right. Just one.
Engagement photos.
Oh yeah, that was fun. That was an experience.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss, okay?
Y'all would definitely have
Chef's
fun.
kiss.
Y'all have fun.
Thank you guys.
She told us, how to pose, how to look, where to look. Have fun. Use props. It was just a good experience. I never really cared for taking pictures and shit, but it was more than just a photo shoot. So I appreciated it. So shout out to Candace.
Candace, SB Photography.
Yeah.
Candace, we coming for you, girl.
Yeah, she was really, really nice.
We coming.
Are you guys gonna show some pictures on the screen?
Yeah, we'll show you guys.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
Flash, you can flash
you
some
gotta
more.
hide some.
Yeah, not all of them.
Yeah.
Some for keepsake.
Not all of them.
One or two.
Yeah, but
Well, shoot, since y'all did that, let me tell you why we can't talk about engagement. So, we're trying. We don't know how it's gonna go, but we're thinking about doing like a reality show.
Oh yeah.
And our life is not that interesting, so it's a bit tough trying to figure out its niche. If it should be funny, just regular life, you know. I'm not into drama, so I'm trying to avoid that of all things. But it's either just simple life or funny, and sometimes life ain't funny. So
But that
it's like
yeah, so that's why we're not talking about it. We haven't even posted engagement pictures.
trying to include all that within there.
Yeah, well,
That
when
makes
we
sense.
release the show, and then an episode, and then an episode is just strictly almost tailored around the engagement. We're still working out the little kinks. We just started recording. Got a few things last weekend that we recorded. Some things today, nothing major. So we're still trying to decide how long the episodes are going to be. We're going to have our moments where we just talk about it. Unfortunately, with engagement, we didn't get a lot of footage. Plenty of reasons why, but we didn't really get as much footage. So it'll be more of us talking about it and an experience.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll probably show a little clip, snippet at the end of whatever episode we get some of this done at. And, just watch it and stay tuned.
Yeah, I think that shit gonna be dope. I feel like people respect the real, uncut, unfiltered, just rawness. I feel like that's why. I know we was just talking about it not too long ago, but like Cardi B, like she's so just herself, just uncut, and I feel like it's benefited her. I feel like a lot of her fans kind of, draw to her just because of that unfiltered, just realness, just being authentic.
Yeah.
So I think that would be real dope, because a lot of these reality shows now, they washed up, scripted and all that, and they put drama in
and then
there.
that's the part that I'm on the fence about, because I don't know if I wanted to do the script thing.
Yeah,
Which means then I have to focus on that, and then because even recording it's a pain.
Yeah.
It's a pain.
Yeah.
Like you have to totally prepare your mind just to record something.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Yeah.
We're trying.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys like it. It's another
The first few episodes may be a little rough.
I think people go crazy for the engagement one. A little.
Yeah, they may go crazy.
That might give us some traction, but
Yeah.
I feel like just go for it. Like I said, just y'all be y'all authentic self. I feel like people gravitate to it.
yeah, we're getting there. We'll see how it goes. But no promos this episode of the podcast, but hopefully next episode we'll have a promo for you by the time that one drops. So if we do, we'll pause and you'll see it. So we'll give you some info.
I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. A whole reality show about Black love. I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that, and I feel like Kai said, like as long as you stay authentic, that's what people like really, really cling to.
Yeah.
And that's what people want to see.
What we've noticed about ourselves when the camera is not on is when we do the most crazy shit.
Yeah, it's very difficult
Like,
not having a camera team.
You gotta
follow
pretend.
the
You
whole time.
gotta pretend that it's.
Yeah. Like today.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Like today, we was in a car, and he had like 10 of my bobby pins, and I'm like, yo, why you got so many bobby pins in your car? He said, I don't know who put them in here. And it was just like the way he said it, I was like, damn, that was funny.
That funny.
And we didn't even have the camera on.
It was
I
her
was
fault.
like,
I was
oh
like, you
my
fired.
God.
You a star, you the director, you the cameraman, you fired.
That'd be the thing. Like every time you you gotta have that camera rolling.
Yeah.
When you moving, the camera gotta move.
So we're at a point now where we're almost like recording whole car rides, and I'm sitting there trying to listen to Drake and
You got
Stinking J. Cole.
You got the.
I can't because I don't want to get copyright.
You got the. You got the GoPro in the car. How you got the? Like
we got a
little clip
little
thing.
bracket
Little clip.
thing,
Okay,
and then
okay.
I don't know if you noticed that tracks you. So the whole time we were sitting here, it was moving by itself. So
Oh,
give it
that's
some
fire.
more,
Like so it's like a motion.
Yeah,
Oh,
give it some more,
that's
make it
fire.
a little more authentic, and then
Go gadget.
Go gadget.
God damn, you got all the gadgets.
Listen. Amish people gotta experience technology too sometimes, you know?
Hey, he called. Hey, TJ. He said we living like the Flintstones. When I was talking to him,
I'm crying.
I said, Kai, you got a smart TV? Nah. You ain't got a smart TV. What you mean?
Hey, man,
channel.
Hey, cut them some slack. They planning for a wedding.
We got everything we need, man.
Hey, I respect that.
Hey, listen.
You don't have to have a smart TV.
You don't have to.
I do.
I mean, yeah, you do. Yeah.
That's dope. So what's going on next, man? What's popping?
Oh, it's on me now?
Yeah. I meant to tell y'all.
It's on me.
It's on Jay today.
It's on me.
It's on Jay today.
Listen,
It's J Day.
We've been missing for a while, so it is my sworn duty to get under your skin today, Kai. Okay? We haven't had one of our talks in a while, okay? So we are definitely going to go over some stuff.
Awesome sauce.
Sounds like we're going down a rabbit hole today, guys.
We sure are.
I think I know the name title of this episode already.
Hey. So the title of this episode is Good and versus Evil. Good and Evil, Good versus Evil.
Oh, that ain't what I was gonna say, but yeah,
But it probably got something to do with it.
that's something like that.
But before we dive deep into that topic, I got a segment topic that I want to ask you guys about. So on a few episodes ago, we'll probably throw a few clips up to see what everybody said. Do you remember what you said when it pertains to does rap music influence the generation? Mm-hmm. Do you remember your answer on that?
Yeah, I said that I don't think that it necessarily influences a generation. I think more so it's the people that control what we listen to. They putting out the mainstream. That's who's manipulating us. Cause we got real artists that's putting out real music, but it's just not getting pushed. It's not getting back.
So it's a manipulation, an action where a reaction after we're manipulated. Because then at that point, if they're manipulating us to do what? So are we reacting from what we're hearing?
Well, it really depends. Like I could listen to Finito, but I'm not in the same environment as that vibe.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
I may not do the same acts that they're talking about, but somebody that's not as fortunate as me, who doesn't have that foundation, they may be vulnerable to things like that.
Okay,
to the point where they may act on that.
It's a 50-50 for you in a way.
I think multiple things contribute. I don't think it's like one solid thing. I think it's multiple factors.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's impossible to just say music can be a contributing factor. I'm sure old heads back in the day done killed Al Green. So I don't think music like I feel like that can contribute for sure, but I don't think that's like the main root.
So
Taya, same thing for you. You feel as though it's 50-50? Not at all?
I mean,
majority.
Your question was, do I think music like
manipulates
influences people?
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Like 50-50, or just like, again, with the factors, yes and no. I think it really matters on like people's mindset, like where they are in life, their environment. I think a lot of those factor in, because you can be in a good place in life and listen to music and it doesn't influence you. But if you're in that environment, or you don't have the mindset, like you're not a mature person, then yeah, you might let music influence you just as much as you might let watching a television show or video games influence you. So I think it's just based on the person's mindset and their maturity.
Okay, and Tay, same thing for you? More majority, 50-50, not really?
I lean a little more into it because if you pay attention, a lot of people turn to music for an outlet. So if the music that you're listening to, like when you're angry, if you go to the most hardcore song, of course you're going to want to feel and you're going to want to act on what they're saying. Or, you may just retaliate against, let's say you and one of your friends got into an argument. Then you go to music as your outlet. That music is hardcore and it's like, I'm going to fight this person, da-da-da-da. Of course you're going to probably be like, forget it, I'm going to go fight this person. Like, I do think it influences more because a lot of people do use music as an outlet.
Okay. Well, of course, for me, it's a yes, right? Mm-hmm. So this ties me into my segment question, which is female rap worse compared to 5 years ago because of artists such as Sexy Red?
No.
Compared to 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And when I say 5 years ago, we're looking at like Meg.
I was in college.
Yeah, Nicki.
Cardi. It's Meg, Nicki, and Cardi B. What's the difference? What's the difference of female rap now compared to 5 years ago? They were talking about the same thing.
We can talk about forever ago too. Lil' Kim. Trina.
Is it worse though because again of artists like Sexy Red who is having sex tapes leak and stuff, things like that? Because think about it, back then when Nicki was just coming up, if that happens, you get almost dropped from a label. You get dropped from labels for stuff like that. But now it's not a problem. Like, I mean, it happened, unfortunate, but does it influence? Is it a more negative influence now? Or is it the same over the past 5 years? I
think the only reason it may seem like a more negative influence is just because social media continues to evolve. I mean, 5 years ago, that social media was definitely popping, but now, I mean, when people see these artists, they feel like they right there, like they feel like they in tune with these artists. But I don't really think that's like something that's like bad for female hip hop. I think that's just what's pushed. Again, going back to what's back. It's plenty female artists that's really out here spitting. Like Rhapsody, who we talked about. Like you brought up No Name Gypsy. I ain't really a fan of her because she dissed my nigga Cole. But like it's artists out here that's really putting in that work, and I hate that they do get overshadowed by the foolery. But I'm not gonna say it's worse for female hip hop. I honestly think right now female hip hop is probably at the best state that I've seen in a minute. To be honest, just as far as the variety, it's so many. Like before, who we had? Nicki, Cardi, Meg. Okay. That's it. Okay,
it's more prevalent.
It's way more prevalent. I mean, you got the Gorillas, the Gloss Ups, the Lola Brooks, the Scarlips. It's so many. Lotto. It's so many that's out now. Cola Ray. I can't say that it's bad right now. I'm really enjoying female hip hop. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm enjoying it.
I mean, I definitely think female hip hop is more prevalent now than it ever been. Like, if you listen to the radio, I feel like female hip hop come on maybe 50% of the regular ass radio. The hip hop stations is gonna be a lot of female hip hop. Do I think Sexy Red made it worse? Nah. I think they talking about the same thing that they was talking about 5 years ago, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. But I mean, obviously, a sex tape is not good on anybody.
Kid was good on Kim K.
No, it wasn't.
I'm just saying.
She
blew up off that sex tape for sure. Because even
her whole reality.
Even her moms was saying like they orchestrated it for that.
It was a job.
Yeah, it was a job. I don't know, but I'll say this. Katy Perry made I Kissed a Girl and I liked it, and everybody loved it. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't see nothing wrong with Gcue. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
No.
Tia, do you have any more for us? Or you added in? You have anything else you want to add to that?
I mean, shit. I hate that her sex tape came out. I saw her little tweet saying she was heartbroken, and I don't even know how the whole situation happened. I really, really don't. But she's not the first.
Yeah,
we done seen Trey songs. We done seen so many artists.
Won't be the last.
Photos and pictures and
Future say the
I've
same.
seen that.
Future say the same shit.
5 years ago, 10 years ago. But unfortunately, it happened. Is it a good look? No, it's not a good look. But
I don't think she's detrimental to the whole genre of female hip hop. I don't think nah.
Tay, what's yours? What's your take on this?
So, we've talked about it in the past. I'm not much of a rap person. So, the female rap is not my scene by any means necessary. Mm-hmm. Do I think it's worse? No. The verbiage is more explicit. There are no filters. And I think that's why people think it's worse, but it's literally the same message. Yeah, I don't think she made it worse. Now, she did open, and she wasn't the first one, but she's more open with what she's actually doing, and her words are not PG-13. So I feel like a lot of people don't like her music because she's not PG-13. But it's the same thing that Nicki rapped about, Cardi B rapped about,
Trina.
all of them.
I wouldn't let my kids listen to it for
Yeah,
so,
no.
So,
But like even when Cardi was making music and she had Culture, she wouldn't even let Culture listen to her music. So we already knew from that moment, female rap was not it. Like, not that it's not it, but there's no filter on it. And now that Sexy Red is trying to make it what it is, we can't be mad at her. I don't feel like we can be mad at her. But for me, female rap ain't it.
I feel like male hip hop, it's all the same.
So let me ask this real quick, because I know it's only this segment, because we can really dive deep into this one. But of course, for me, it's the same. But my question is, what about the image, though? Is Sexy Red contributing to a negative image for African American women?
Yes.
When it comes to class, when it comes to elegance, when it comes to being somebody of respect.
Absolutely not.
Nicki did it, Cardi did it, Trina did it. All of them.
I'm gonna tell y'all why.
Make a negative image.
Why are we putting her on this pedestal? She didn't ask to be the face of black people. Nobody said, we didn't say she was the face of black people. How can that person generalize a whole race? Similar to Katy Perry, she kissed a girl and she liked it. Am I gonna assume that all white girls like kissing girls? Is that unclassy for all of them?
Yeah, but let me ask this then. Isn't usually the artist, because music is one of the epiphanies of humans, we just love music. That's what we move off of. If that artist is the top trending artist, usually there's a trend that follows behind. When it was Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole's turn back when we were in college, there was a certain type of like aura around on college campuses. You think a certain way. You cared more about words and literature and things and so forth. So now she has probably the top 2 songs out of all female artists trending right now. So is she not something that's going to be put on a pedestal automatically right now?
Nah.
I don't think so.
And as black people, I think we should stop doing that. I think that's the issue. When we put people on a pedestal, then other people are gonna be like, oh no, that she's representing all of them. That's probably how all the. That's not the case though.
Yeah.
It's too many of it. How can we say that the acts of one person? Shit, Future be talking shit about Sierra all the time. They say he a deadbeat. He don't take care of his kids. Are we gonna say that that's for all black men? No. Because we know that's not true. So it's like...
But let me ask that, though. I'm so sorry to cut you off, but that's the case, right? You're 100% correct, but is that not the image, though, that when... Let's take a Caucasian person, for example. They think of exactly what Future says is what they think of us. Let's not sugarcoat it. It is what it is. That's how they think of us. All black men do is smash women, get them pregnant, and then dip out and they'll be good baby daddies. That's the when I came to America, that's all I always heard. So at the end of the day, yes, I understand that we as African Americans don't want that to be the put on the pedestal, but is that not really how we suffer?
But why is that what you heard? Not because it's true. You didn't hear that because it was true. You heard that because that's what's being pushed, is the reality shows of black women throwing drinks at each other, or these artists that the Sexy Reds, when there's so many more artists you can listen to. There's so many more TV shows you can listen to. There's so many more people you can look up to. You don't think about Obama, you don't think about Michelle, you don't think about all these other people. They put the shine on the Sexy Red. Oh, this is how black women act. That's being pushed. That's not being said by black people here. That's being pushed on television. So yeah, other countries might look at these TV shows and think, oh, that must be how all black people act. But then they don't look at some of the white TV shows and look at some of the
drug addicts and stuff.
Yeah, the drug addicts or the dude Jeffrey Dahmer, and they don't think, oh, that's how all white people.
I was just about to go there
because
Because we don't generalize. It seems like with us, we the only ones that's like that generalizes it for all of us. Because when I watch shows like that, I don't even think like, okay, all white people like that. I don't think like that. Like,
but that's been done to us for hundreds of years. When after slavery, they put on in the magazines, in the newspapers, they put the big face cartoons of the black people eating the watermelon, having the red lips. Oh, black people are dumb. They're running around just eating watermelon, eating chicken. That's been the propaganda of black people in America for years, before the Sexy Red and before the Nicki Minaj's of the world.
But can I be a devil's advocate real quick? Mm-hmm. What are we as a black community or African American community doing to prove that wrong?
I'm doing this shit. You hear it in my music.
You can't make it a I statement. What are we as a community doing?
Because majority matters.
Yes. What are we as a community? Yes, us four as as one could be doing something to better our community. But if there are people out here looting stores and there are people out here jumping on the back of people's cars and breaking windows with kids in the backseat, like, what are we doing to stop that? Like, what are we doing to kill that stereotype of African American or black people?
Can I play devil's advocate?
Go ahead.
White people do the same exact shit.
Right.
But why do it seem like why? So this is my thing. Like,
but they're also.
I got chance before you even answer the question. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So this is my thing. Like, nobody is gonna think the way you think. You got your own mind. You got your own mind. You got your own mind. How? Even white people are not always on the same page.
Right.
So we cannot expect somebody to think the same way that we think. We can say, oh yeah, this majority and all that shit, but that's not realistic.
It is actually realistic. You know why I say that? Because it's a culture, right? Because there's one of the things that you always hear, and I could be wrong, you always hear African Americans don't really have a culture. Let's keep it a buck and keep it real. Even when you go to the Bahamas, I don't care. You have 100 people, you may have 3 to 5 that's off. But when you have the other 95, there's still almost somewhat of a common belief. There's a limit. There's a line drawn to say, hey, we're not going to cross that line. We're not going to do this. This is not something that we believe in. Mm-hmm. I have no problem with transgender people. But in the Bahamas, there's a majority that do. They're still fighting to get over that hurdle. That's something that they, for some reason, don't want to accept, whatever their reason may be. Because they come together as a group, as a people, and say, we're not going to do that. So, yes, I understand that we all think differently, but what's the common ground for African Americans to say this is our culture? When we look back into the history of even the 2010, what did we as African Americans do as a culture, as a group, and said, we're going to stand by this, we're going to stick by this, we're going to look this way, we're going to move a certain way. We don't have to be this way. What is that thing? It still has to be something.
And we can't, hold on. Sorry, Kai. Sorry. I know you're ready to go.
It's a good one.
I was just gonna say, and I'm gonna let you talk. But I was just gonna say that we have a history of building stuff on our own, and there's been a history of every single one of those things getting torn down in the United States of America.
Not really.
I can't speak on. No, I'm talking about that black people have built. We can go to the Black Wall Street. We can go to the Tulsas. We can go to the neighborhoods that was in Philly that got bombed. They just dropped bombs on the whole community. So it's one thing to say, okay, what are we doing as a community? But we are witnessing firsthand them snatch things that our ancestors have marched for. The civil rights, the whole civil rights movement, they going back and reneging on all of that shit.
I'm gonna let Tay go because it's
I was gonna let her go. But I'm saying they reneging on everything.
I mean, this time I done forgot my statement.
Let me let Tay go because I'll segment off into the main topic, which is basically the exact same thing that we're speaking of. So go ahead. Do you remember your answer?
I really don't remember.
All right. Well, let me pan off into it. So.
I was gonna say something too.
Go ahead, Tay.
And I hear what y'all saying. Like, what as a community have we came together and agreed on? And I feel like, of course, we've seen us black people come together, and during these acts of violence that's been on us here in America. And there are plenty of things, and I agree, there are plenty of things that we do need to come together on and like work on as a people, because if we're going to be honest, since slavery, Black people have only got together most of the time over, you know, our rights trying to be treated, negativity, trying to be treated correctly. Just in America, I mean, Black people in America are oppressed people, and that's just facts. And they're still trying to figure out, I mean, not only after slavery, but mass incarceration, drugs in our streets, poverty. Like, I think a lot of people are still trying to figure out their day-to-day, trying to figure out, just getting out of their environment, just trying to figure out how to eat to live.
It's hard. It's hard to come to a community when you trying to eat. You trying to pay your bills. You got to get evicted.
But it's still important. It's still important. It's important. But Black people do have a culture, and I do want to comment on that, because everything in America, half the shit you see on TV, the clothing, the makeup,
where Elvis get his shit from?
Everything comes from Black people, and that's kind of presented on television as if they didn't get these things from us, as if we didn't, and that's still ways that Black people here in America are oppressed. I'm done.
The gentleman said that racism is a multi-million-dollar business, and I partially agree. I'm not saying that racism doesn't exist. I'm not saying that oppression, as we were just talking about, is not real and doesn't exist, but I have some questions, because I feel as though, again, these are topics that African Americans really don't want to speak about, and I don't know why.
It's not us that don't want to speak about it, but go ahead.
So there's a lot that don't want to sit down and look at both sides. Usually it's always a one-sided viewpoint when what I've experienced. So I'm assuming that's where that saying comes from, that they don't want to talk about it. But let's dive into it a little bit. So we were just talking about being oppressed. So I need some education. I am not saying that oppression doesn't exist, but for example, let's take the company we work at. What is the oppressive thing? I'm not saying that there aren't people that will shoot down your opportunities. I'm not saying that people of other race will not block you down, but what's stopping you from climbing the ladder? Because if I look at it, I feel like most of us are doing it now. So help me understand, what's the major oppression?
So I don't think it's that. I think it's not fair. So think about it like this: like, say you starting a race right here. I'm starting a race right here. We both moving at the same pace, but you started way ahead of me. You were giving way much more than me. You had a great foundation. Y'all had everything that you could own, all the land, all the property, all the money, everything. You started way up here. I'm back here. But you're still moving, and I'm still moving. How can I ever catch up to somebody? And y'all still moving. I'm way back here. We started off back here.
What's the purpose of catching up?
What's the purpose? We want to surpass. We want to surpass.
And that's where I'm getting
and
with
not
this,
even surpass, just
we want to really facts. Like we want.
I mean, but if you look at the financial gap in Black homes in America,
it's not an accident, bro.
And European homes in America, it's not because Black people don't go to work.
Yeah, because working, working. I'm mad as it. Y'all know I'm working.
Yeah,
people I'm talking
so
to.
I understand the delay or the huge gap in between it, but like you said, Kai, because that's the thing that I look at more than anything else. There's the gap, and all we've talked about for years is the gap.
Right.
But the difference for me, coming from the outside looking in, is back in the day there wasn't no same movement at the same time. It was only the Caucasians moving and the Black was stuck.
Why were they stuck though?
With slavery, multiple reasons.
So it wasn't by choice, right?
But no, it was not.
Okay.
But now we're at a point. But we're at a point now where we're actually moving at the same pace. So yes, there's oppression. Well, technically that's not even oppression. That's just a gap because you got a head start. But if I'm able to move at the same pace as you, then what's oppressive?
Like you said, from looking, because you started off with the company. You said, I'm at this company, so-and-so is at this company. What's the difference? We both, what's the difference? It goes way before the company. So from being born, that's the difference. When you're a baby, you grow up in the home that you grow up. Not saying that let's say not even a rich white home. Let's say an average white home. They make average money, middle class. You both are not going to the same school. You're 5 years old. The white son is 5 years old. You're going to the school in your neighborhood, let's say you're in not a wealthy, most African Americans in America live in low, poverty. So you go to that public school, which let's not even, the public schools in America are trash, which you guys probably already know, especially the public schools in low income areas. You're already behind, and just by the schools you're going to. There's been tests and like scientific tests on kids growing up in schools learning about people that look like them and how it plays a part in like kids' confidence. So I'm pretty sure when you went to school outside of America, you were learning probably a lot about your history, people that look like you. So kids here in America, black kids here in America are every day reading books.
They taking everything out the school.
Every day reading books about Europeans that look nothing like them, and that plays a part in black kids' confidence growing up. And white kids, they're reading these books, people that look at them, people who they relate to. Oh, this president, this person did this. That plays a part in their confidence. Now, obviously, the environment plays a part in what they go through as well. So you're already behind just in self-esteem, in your confidence, the way you look, how you're presented on television, how you're presented in music videos, like you said, the music and everything. So that in itself plays a part. By the time you're 18, you have a whole different experience, a whole different livelihood than that white fella who might be the same age as you. And you might end up in the same company, or you might not. But
probably won't. The back get taken away. Leave it at that.
The gap is way before you get to that company. Is when you're born here in the States.
In America.
And that's the difference between other countries.
So can I ask a question? So this era of the pandemic, when all African Americans were starting their own black-owned businesses, cool, let it flourish. I'm not taking that from you guys. Y'all work for it. Keep going. But why couldn't they all come together as a black-owned business community and open a black-owned school to where y'all could teach them about the African American history, or because y'all could teach them about what the difference is of what the average public school is teaching versus what a private school is teaching. Me and Jay have conversations of this all the time. Like, there's a YouTube page that we passed. This guy asks random questions, and 9 times out of 10, Jay is gonna answer the question before me. And I'm like, well, damn, you know a lot of information, and that's because he went to a school outside of what under we are
under the British.
Yeah, like he went to a British school. So of course they're going to stick to what history is. They're not going to change it to fit.
Yeah, and teach them about themselves, and
right?
And their history.
So why couldn't we, as a black community, and Kai, I saw your hand, I'm gonna let you go. Why couldn't we, as a black community, come together? And Kai, I don't want to hear because they oppress us. We were all able to start a black-owned business.
Yeah.
Take those minds and put them together, and you can do
offset
it.
a couple acres. So what's
Not even that. Hold on. Wait, sorry, Kai. You got a video of Rick Ross walking on shoes. Yeah. You got a video of Rick Ross having car shows.
I don't want Rick Ross representing me.
But no. I'm not even talking about him representing. But if he's a black success story, why can't he? Tyler Perry.
Why can't they get to
why can't they take some of that money that they have? Design their own.
Keep them out.
Literally.
I'm confused. Sorry.
Go ahead. Now I'm gonna let you go.
They have done that. It's been black schools. Tay actually went to a black school. Omateka Kwamazima. Shout out to Omateka Kwamazima. Nah, that's cool. It's fire though, because that need to be said. But the reason why is
because why aren't there more?
No, I'm about to let you know. That school closed down.
Okay.
Why? No, not enough funding, not enough kids.
So hold on a second.
So hold on. But guess what though? Why do schools like Duke thrive? Why do schools like Carolina thrive?
Let me answer this.
And then have y'all noticed that HBCUs have not been getting paid? They've been getting skimped out on state funding. Have y'all noticed that? That right there is another form of oppression.
Yeah, but Kai, I hear you. You are not wrong. But what is stopping the black people from still coming together and maintaining it? Nothing to that extent. If the state decides to say F African Americans, we have all rights as African Americans. The Moors going to do it. The Amish going to do it. The sovereign citizens going to do it. Why we can't do it?
But wait,
why they doing it though?
They doing it.
Look at LGBTQ.
But hey, we're not getting on them because they getting rights way before us.
But how?
So
How did they do it? They all came together as a community, Kai. We as an African American, they are stronger than we are.
What did we do?
Let me not say that.
What did we do in America? What did we do? Hold on, because they damn sure not struggling.
When I say strong, I'm talking about
coming struggling.
No, strong. When I say strong, I mean coming together and sticking together. I'm not talking about anything else outside of that.
Listen. Half of the community you're talking about is the white LGBTQ. The black LGBTQ.
They still stick together. They still stick together.
Everything that's been pushed for them has been pushed by majority white folks, not by the black folks.
But why can't we collaborate?
I disagree. Want me to tell you why I disagree? Because I know for a fact there's a dude, a homosexual dude, gay dude, that was working at our company, and every time I hear a story about him, he's hanging with his gay friends. And when I tell you they are so successful because they put everyone on, and it's back to back. Every manager at our company that works at our company hangs with him that's gay. They're all successful. They all have money. They all drive nice cars. Why? Because even if they get into a problem, the first thing they say, bro, you wrong. You are wrong for what you're doing. You're wrong for the way you're talking. You're wrong in general. Us as black people, let me just let him go do what he do. He doing his thing. I'm staying in my lane. That's what we do to each other, bro. They sit there, they tell. I don't care what nobody can tell me. All gay people that I've met always tell you.
I'm raising cap on the play. 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 Because Jay, you know me. I'm a black person. I done told your ass you was wrong before. So I'm gonna wave it. That's flat. That's cap.
Okay,
you can't. That's why you can't.
You are one person.
I know that, but that's the main reason why you can't take one. You can't take one person and generalize it for a whole group. That's the main reason.
Most of them that I know. My dad has gay friends in the Bahamas, bro, that we've hung out with, that have taken care of us to ways I can't even explain, more than any of my African American friends, even some of my Bahamian friends. That community, they take care of each other, bro. I'm keeping it a buck. I don't even hang with them like that. Not because I hate them or anything, but every time you go around them, they're always generous. They're always willing to help you. What about the African Americans that helped you? So you're telling me all your life that you've been living, all the 29 years that you've been living, not one African American helped you ever in your life? It's only been white or LGBT. I didn't say white. I didn't say the gay people were white. They were black.
We're not separating.
No. They're two different communities.
No, they're not. You're not gonna say black people and LGBT are two different communities.
How are they not?
You should unwind for sure. Get you some wine or smoke. Let your head down, I listen you talk. I'm feeling your vibe on road. Told them other girls to try again. I know you ride the boat. Won't even gotta eat at night. Time leave that food at the door. You thought you wouldn't want time, what to go? What you see, what you can't do nothing for sure. When I got my fur wheel, drove straight up the road. Now I went straight to the boat. Some smart, some fine, man. Told you both.